last time we all met, you guys were heading back to Trollskull Manor to rendezvous and get ready for the drinking competition when a day of wonder normality happened and somebody's contraction went haywire. You guys happened to be nearby to deal with the ooze that started coming out and attacking people. After a Sinji battle of acid, you headed your way back to Trollskull Manor, got set up, and with a little help from friends and magic, Gustav was able to successfully outsmart his own drinking competition to keep all of the money for Trollskull Manor and himself.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'll split that up.
Well, you have to get a total first.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did we ever figure out how much it was?
I did. You did not know yet.
Okay. 1,000 gold pieces.
No.
Million gold.
Make me rich.
It's like you burned through all of your spell slots for a whopping 12 silver.
I'm not that mean.
Worth it.
Yet.
Worth it. Absolutely worth it.
So we
I would
pick up
do it again.
as Mrs. Peabody starts closing down later that day. A couple hours after the drink contest, Mrs. Peabody kind of ushers the last couple people out, closes up shop, closing a little bit early the day of the festival because she's tired and the only employee other than her husband. You guys
And leave.
and Leaf, but yeah, he
No
doesn't
one,
really.
no one knows he's an employee but us. And them.
Right.
Leaf.
Yeah.
It's more important than a.
Yeah, he's not really. He's an on an employee level. He's just kind of free existence because you were nice to it and didn't exercise him. But Mrs. Peabody does, Gustav, approach you and goes, "Well, here's your half, and there are 50 silver pieces in your half from the drinking contest."
I'm gonna pretend to be drunk because that is what she thinks. Or at least she may suspect. I'll just go, thank you so much. Here, you have one of these for you. And I will give her a silver piece.
Why, thank you, Gustav. That is so very, very kind of you.
I know. Split it amongst the staff. Consider it your Christmas bonus.
Okay, I will let Mr. Tempest know that the beginning of the Christmas bonus has been started. Thank you.
I've submitted my portion. Yes, correct. They can all do the rest in kind. And don't let them skimp out on you. Especially the tall one. He's notorious for holding back.
Mr. Gustav, I think maybe perhaps you should go to bed.
You're a married woman. I don't think that's appropriate, but we're colleagues. But
That's not what I.
and I'll
Do we see this conversation happening?
Yes. She approached him. I'm assuming if you're downstairs still helping close up, you would definitely see this.
I'm just gonna shake my head and keep cleaning the bar off.
And I'm about to add 49 gold pieces to my inventory. Or silver pieces, not gold.
Silver pieces, nice try. Silver. We have recordings of these.
Though I would say, for every spell slot, I should have gotten more. But very well.
Does anyone else have anything they want to do before heading to bed for the night?
No, Tempest is going to bed.
Yeah, just
Tempest is
Times
to
like
bed at this
that,
point.
saying stuff like that.
If everyone is heading to bed, Kleeck,
Hi.
would you please join me in the secrets chat as sleep takes you?
Okay. Yes, go.
Oh shit! This is
Let's
it.
get
This is
this.
where
My
we lose
phone.
Glee.
As sleep takes you, you are visited by a dream. This dream is intense. You hear clattering and clashing and snarling, and it takes a minute for things to come into focus, and you realize you're in the middle of a battlefield. You're witnessing this from a first person perspective. In one hand, you see Craven slash down, carving into some sort of humanoid from a jungle. In your left hand, you see a purple and pink sword with multiple eyes blinking out, and the sword seems to be laughing. The sword itself, just constant laughter.
Okay.
You turn and you see this huge ballista arrow launching at you, and just before it hits you, it passes through you as you turn into smoke for a moment and then rematerialize and start slashing away with Craven and who you can assume is Dementia. Just as you're getting into it, you feel pain in your back,
Okay.
and I need a wisdom saving throw.
19.
Ooh, 19 is enough
Oof.
that you don't scream out in actual pain outside of your dream.
Gotcha. Not audible.
But you feel like a blade sinking into your back before you wake up in your bed. So yes, Kleeck, you wake up. Do you have anything you want to do as you wake up in the middle of the night? Or are you
Night
going
check.
back to bed?
Stomp, stomp. Poke, poke.
I don't know what these guys are suggesting for me to do, but Kleeck doesn't want to go back to bed right now. So Kleeck is gonna go sit up in the tower for a bit and just kinda gaze off.
Rub one out, looking out at the city.
Hey, we don't need to say that, but like, yeah.
While you're
Fine, okay.
He's getting, I mean, he's young, he's starting to feel these feelings.
So you went up to the top of the tower?
Yeah.
That your room's connected to?
Yes.
Okay. While you're up there, after about 10 minutes, Kleeck, Cassius flies in and just kind of flutters next to your shoulder
Ah,
before landing.
hello, Cassius.
Esses is a raptor.
I'm doing my
Yes.
best with bird noises.
I mean, technically, yes, they are classified as raptors.
This is true.
Yes.
Carry on.
Yeah, don't make fun of how Cassius sounds. He sounds beautiful, okay?
He's a beautiful bloodhawk.
This is a pretty boy. Leave him alone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, kind of
Way to
like,
voice shape.
what do birds
As
like?
you-
A little scratch like on the under the chin.
Yeah,
Birds are
as you say,
really
as-
interesting.
Pruning.
As you
Yeah.
say, as you
Imperative.
go, gonna give him scritches. He does kind of turn and like cuddle into your hand. Sensing that you're not At full chipper.
I mean, I don't know what else to do.
And
So yeah.
he'll just sit there on your shoulder as you,
Chill.
and he'll just keep you company. Door, would you please join me in the secrets chat? As sleep takes you tonight.
Hi, Ragdohr.
So, Ragdohr,
Yes.
you take your morning star, you take one hand off of it, and you reach your hand forward.
Yes, I do.
And you grab hands with this strange figure that is in your bedroom with you.
Oh man.
Yes.
And as you do, I need a wisdom saving throw with advantage, please.
18.
18's enough. Timmy, as you grasp hands with this, a shit ton of images flash through your head. You see thousands of these beings all congregated together. You see them turning and running as a large tentacled being crashes through their temple and starts ripping things apart. And you're flashed back to your bedroom, and you're looking at a silence, and you understand one word: help. Before you wake up in your bed.
I get up and I immediately start writing down everything that I just saw and everything that I just went through. That way I can talk to the.
Okay. The rest of the night finds the rest of you peacefully sleeping, not disturbed by this, that, or the other. And the four of you rendezvous at breakfast. Not sure how much sleep some of you got, but you all got at least enough to qualify for a long rest.
Woohoo! Spell slots.
Wolf for
So any spell slots burned, channel divinities used, all come back.
Yay! My channel divinity back. Even though it didn't freaking work, but I'm glad it didn't actually.
And you guys rendezvous in the morning, I assume downstairs. Mrs. Peabody has beaten you all awake and has yet somehow once again provided you breakfast.
Timmy tripped down the stairs and just kind of like went unconscious, and we just kind of or Ragdoor, and we just leave him there for a little bit. We're like, oh.
He's fine, right?
He tried to go in the Tempest's room. Who knows what happened to him? Tempest.
So is
gone.
it agreed that we make fun of him while he's telling his dream?
Oh no! Like he comes downstairs with like all these notes and like all these writings, and he like tells us all like all this shit.
You nerd.
And Gus is just like staring at him, and like he finally gets to a point where he like stops, and Gus is just like, I had no idea you knew how to write or read.
What do the three of you do while you wait for Ragdoor to regain consciousness at the bottom of the stairs?
Take bets on how long it takes them to.
Tempest will go into the kitchen. Or actually,
Okay.
no. Tempest will go to the fireplace
Okay.
and get a stick of charcoal from said fireplace. And we'll
Okay.
draw a mustache on Ragdoor's face. And then the black eye.
And a very small penis.
And then actual size.
Yeah.
And then
So
just like throw
apparently
it back.
he knows how to read, so be careful.
Apparently he knows how to read.
News to us, right?
Just draws like the fucking handlebar, like French handlebar mustache on fucking Ragdoor's face and shit, and then like the black eye, and then fucking like throws it back into the fireplace.
I believe Ragdoor has just stumbled down the stairs, went unconscious for a half second while you all stared at him. Then he sprang up and seemed excited to talk to you all about something the night before.
It's weird. But yeah.
You missed a very crucial part, sir.
So I need to talk to you guys. And we might want to call in the Black Staff. Figure that out here in a minute. I know what the Celestials, or the Celestial beings, were that were floating around here, and I have a really good idea of why they're here.
Timmy, I will also say, Ragdoor, as he starts explaining this to everyone, Ragdoor does remember last night.
Okay, so he remembers
Not
everything
just through
from
the
the night
notes.
before?
You have active memories.
Okay,
Of the
so I remember the flashes and everything.
Yep.
Okay. We were in here when you were explaining the flash thing, right?
They were all here for the flash thing, yes. It was the lead
Okay.
up to the flashing. That was in private.
Okay. So I got woke up last night by that celestial thing again. But this one, it was different. He was dressed, and he didn't have any kind of threatening presence or anything about him. I tried to turn him, and it didn't work. And reluctantly, when he reached his hand out, I took it. And when I took his hand, I saw thousands of beings just like this one in a city or a town or something. And there was this huge monster with tentacles. I don't know exactly what it was yet. But it was destroying the town and killing all these people. And I think they've come this way looking for help.
He is in referring to the silence, the creatures you guys keep interacting and forgetting. But I'll have that scrap piece of paper with the description of them so you can remember the description as the Black Staff suggested.
Yeah. But this time I don't need the paper. I remember the interaction. It didn't go blank like it did last time. I am going to go to speak with some of the watchers, and maybe we could meet with the Black Staff. Maybe she knows what this monster is and what these things are running from. Or maybe he's trying to warn us that that monster is here now and not wherever it was when I had this, wherever those flashbacks took me. I don't know.
what is it exactly you want to ask the black staff for?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Because I don't know of anything right offhand that could do that kind of damage in the celestial plane. If that's where he showed me these visions from. Unless they pissed off a god, in which case I don't see us being able to help them much.
Hey, did she give Tempest a sending stone?
No,
I don't remember if she did or not.
she
I could
did
have sworn
not.
she
The
gave us
one,
an easier way to answer or like get a hold of her.
We've been using Cassius to send message to her.
I think Gus is the only one that's sending stone, and it's just for me and Mert.
His hookup.
Mert.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I don't think
mean,
you have a sending stone from the Black Staff. You've been using Cassius for the most part. I think she mentioned she should get something that's easier for you guys, but I don't think it's happened yet.
Hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah.
She hasn't really had time. It's been a busy week.
She gives us a fucking yak back. And we just like record 5-second messages and give it to Cassius. Do you guys remember what yak backs are? Like, are any of you old enough to remember yak backs?
No, I don't.
I know what you're talking about.
It was like these little tiny, like, just microphone things. You would just like say things into, and it would distort your voice. And it would record like 5-second intervals.
Yep, you hit a button.
Yeah.
And it would
Yeah,
like,
it would,
overwrite the old one.
Yeah.
I had one, but I didn't know that it was called.
Fucking yak back. It was the coolest.
Oh, dude, those were the coolest toys back in the day.
Yeah, I know. There was advertisement for on Nickelodeon. And I was like, I gotta get that. Yak back and Gak. That's the shit.
I remember Gak.
Yak back. Gak.
Fucking
And the moon boots.
Flavored Gak or scented Gak. Oh, moon boots?
Fucking moon
The
boots.
trampoline moon boots, dude.
Things
Those are the shit.
Things are so tough.
Oh,
They were,
I
but
only say they're stupid because my family could not afford them, but I wanted them desperately.
I had a
Oh, yes,
friend
I
who had
absolutely
them, and
wanted
they were pretty stupid.
They didn't actually make you jump any higher, did they?
No,
No, they
not
didn't.
really.
They were
No.
heavy. They were heavy as fuck.
They weighed like 10 pounds each,
Yeah.
and like every time you stepped, your foot would go all the way down and hit the ground inside it.
Yeah, you
Like they
could
were
you
still
could
the
like
shit.
you were just jumping in place, and it was just like slightly easier to jump.
Yeah.
Slightly easier to like
Break an
get.
ankle.
But you didn't get any height. No, yeah, you didn't get any extra height.
it was a hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to use the springs to push back.
Absolutely nothing extra.
It was like the equivalent of like
They were
pumping
great
up your
though. I
shoes
loved them.
on the tongue of your shoe, just like
Dude, don't talk about fucking pumps like that. I used to have a pair of Nike pumps.
Yo,
yeah,
what about
you
would.
run faster.
You would.
Oh yes, Heelys.
The problem is that Heelys were
middle school.
cool, but it was always the weirdo that wore them to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you
Like they were super cool. Like you never wore them to school. It was always the weird kid in school.
Yeah, or at least you didn't wear the wheel in school.
Yeah, you took the wheel off, like, and then when you went to go home, you would fucking put it on. But like,
did you guys have
the one that wore it in, it was the fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
What about soaps? Did you guys have soaps?
I would hope you have soap.
Yeah,
No
like
soaps.
What are you saying, Trevor? Sir, go wash yourself.
They were like skate shoes that had like a grinding plate like in the arch of the foot.
Remember those?
Oh
yeah.
They're called soaps.
Yeah, I remember those.
Like, you could like grind. And it was the stupidest fucking thing ever, and led to 2 broken wrists. And yeah, they were dumb. But anyways, so we're gonna send a yak back with Cassius up to the Blackstaff to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Send the yak back with Cassius over to the Blackstaff and be like, hey, the
Cassius,
silence
get down
things
here.
are back and we got info on them.
Tempest will write it, and it's literally gonna be like, "Yo, you busy? We have info on those things that keep disappearing." Because he wants to be as annoying as possible for her to just give him a sending stone.
He just like, sends her a message, just like, "You up? You
Yeah,
up?"
basically, that's what's happening right now.
And then all of a sudden,
Hey, you
Cassius
up?
shows up
What's up?
with an eggplant. Just
Wait,
like,
we're all up right now. What time is it? Is it
It's
like
in the
early
morning.
Yeah, it's in the
Okay.
morning.
It's morning.
She should
Not-
be up by now.
It's like dawnish.
Yeah, she's up. She's totally up.
I was gonna say it's
Just
morning for Gus, therefore it is 11:59.
10ish.
put a little note at the bottom that says Miss Peabody's making breakfast.
You guys send off with send Cassius off to Blackstaff saying you have new information on the silence.
No, it's the weird thing keep disappearing.
Yeah, he
Right,
said the
but you-
weird thing that keeps disappearing.
The silence, just for my notes.
For your sanity.
For my notes and sanity, yes.
Got 5-word info on weird silent.
No, it's weird things that keep disappearing.
Yeah.
She'll get
Disappearing
it.
weird things.
She'll get it.
Yeah, here's my notebook on the silence. I've got a whole page and a half of notes just on this critter.
At the bottom, like, P.S.
Critter,
should
like it's a
bring
Steve
polo.
Irwin, like it's a Steve Irwin documentary. These critters.
It'll be,
Critter here.
it'll be like P.S. should bring Volo.
Should bring Volo. Yeah,
'Cause-
that's a good one. That's
Does
actually a
Tempest
good
totally
idea.
think that like their relationship is progressing?
No.
He's really trying to hook
Telling
you
her to
up.
bring
Wow.
Volo is actually a good idea. That he could
You
have something that
did
might help.
beat me to the punch.
Yo, do we leave Gus
'Cause-
behind?
Are you guys going to the Blackstaff, or are you waiting for her to show
no,
up?
I'm
'cause you
joking.
sent a message?
No.
He's totally expecting her to like poof in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She'll be here
I'm waiting
soon.
for Miss Peabody to come into work and start cooking breakfast, and I'm waiting for the Blackstaff to poof
He
in.
already cooked breakfast. Breakfast is
Here's
already
the
there.
thing: breakfast is in front of you.
Yep.
I pre-established
Yeah,
that before. Pre-established that.
Your breakfast is in front
Uh-oh.
of you. Your face feels weird.
Yeah, we're not the
Whatever.
one who fell down the stairs for 10 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
It took me 10 minutes to fall down the stairs.
no, it took you 10 minutes
It
to
took
wake
10 minutes
up.
for you to wake up.
I mean, y'all couldn't have stopped me or props. Shit.
No,
We were all eating
size
breakfast.
comparison. Look at the size comparison. None of them are gonna try to catch your ass.
Yeah, what, you want Kleeck to go near you? Like, he's gonna get squished.
I'm fine.
Kleeck's gonna
You'll live.
die.
Yeah, you're right.
live.
I mean, with all my armor on, I probably weigh close to over 300 pounds. That would probably hurt Cleet.
Yeah, you're fine. You can
When
fall.
When you make it back over to the bar and you walk up to your bowl of cereal, you notice that all of the marshmallows are missing out of your Lucky Charms.
You son of a bitch.
You don't know what happened.
You don't know
Where-
what happened.
You have no idea what
Ooh.
happened.
Took my marshmallows.
What? No, Miss Peabody just started buying Lucky
She bought
Charms,
Oops,
no
no
charms.
marshmallows.
I don't think Miss Peabody would buy some knockoff brand Lucky Charms and not get my marshmallows.
No, see, it's
Because
just the
I need
healthier
my
version, grains
Yeah,
only.
it's called All Luck No
No.
Charm.
Yeah, they're
It's-
not.
all,
They're not.
all
that
luck,
You
no
guys,
charms.
No, guys, you grabbed the wrong box of Lucky Charms when you sat down. You grabbed the box that she uses as treat training for Clapper Claw. That's why all the marshmallows
Oh,
are
we
gone.
filled it with dog treats.
Okay. Okay.
We gave him
They're
dog
pumpkin
cereal.
treats.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Ragdoor's
Was it an accident?
see, this is it works because Ragdoor's he's ex-military, so he's used to eating
Ragdoor's a dog?
bullshit.
Cannon.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
He was in
You're
the
thinking
military.
about
God
it.
only
We're
knows what
talking
he
about
ate.
it. Ragdohr, for a snack, eats little pieces of shit.
Uh-huh.
Cannon.
You're thinking about it. We're talking about it. I fucking love that show.
Little tiny pellets.
Fucking Big Mouth is so bad, but so funny.
About 20 minutes after Cassius flies off, there is a disturbance of magic in the middle of the first floor of Trollskull Manor, and you see the Black Staff and Volo come through the through a teleportation spell.
That is so
And
damn
told
cool.
you
I need to figure out how to do that one day.
I win.
I mean, did
I
we
don't
didn't fight Volo, did we?
believe you
Woman?
can. We could maybe try. But you said new information on the silence?
Yes. I had one show up here last night. And for once, I actually remembered the entire interaction. Just to save time, can we just say I fill her in on everything and just give her a massive info dump so I don't have to
Yep, that's
spill all
fine.
that out again?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Um,
That's usually how these things work. She is
so yeah,
adventured. Volo is taking notes.
So yeah, I'll explain to them everything that happened as far as the initial interaction to me taking his hand, the flashbacks, and then me passing out and falling down the stairs because I assume it's all connected.
You guys,
Ragdohr doesn't know the difference.
she's the Black Staff and the Ed Volo are taking notes and listening, and Mrs. Peabody walks up. And why doesn't everyone roll a perception or an insight check? Their choice.
Perception.
What's better? That's the question. I think my insight is better.
14.
22.
And
And for Gus, 14, 22, 22 Kleeck, 14 Tempest, Ragdohr.
16.
Only Kleeck would notice. Kleeck, you're the only one that picks up on it. But the one, like, Mrs. Peabody's doing her job and everything, and she's asking Volo what he wants to drink or eat. But you do notice that no communication happens between the Black Staff and Mrs. Peabody. Mrs. Peabody just walks up and sets a plate of food and a drink down in front of the Black Staff, who very quietly mutters, "Thanks, Penelope," as she's taking notes.
Okay. They know each other.
Well, Volo will speak up as Ragdohr, you finish. He goes, "Well, that is new information."
Yeah, I don't really know if this creature, why they would come to us for help. I mean, I assume I understand why they would come to a watcher for help, but why here? Why Waterdeep?
Well,
Something doesn't
I
fit right.
don't know. They came here for a reason. You're right, but I'm not quite sure. And you didn't get to better look at that creature in the visions, the ones that was attacking.
No, all I could really see were large tentacles coming out of the ground and out of like what I would assume would be the city sewers.
Hmm. Unless it's something in the astral sea.
Are there any kind of cult
Huh.
or extreme like religious zealots that might be trying to bring something from the celestial sea to the mortal plane?
Do you do you want the list that is the ones that we're actually concerned about, or do you want the full list?
Um, just legitimate threats. If we try to comb through an entire list of people, I feel that we might run out of time if we are trying to stop this thing from coming here.
Well, in that case, your biggest cult threat that seems to be making active moves right now is whatever Ferris is doing.
I like
That
that
piece of
idea.
shit.
We should have ended his
So,
life.
kill Ferris.
I
Is
was
what you're saying.
trying. I couldn't get to him.
Well, now I don't know if I want to just kill him right away or not. Now I want to talk to him first. Tempest, you got ways of making people talk, right? Because my ways just are break bones until they start to say what they need to say.
I mean, that way will work too.
Okay.
Well, we can look to see if we can find a lead on Ferris. How goes your other mission? I asked you all.
We unfortunately have not been able to get around to that yet, but I know it was on the top of our to-do list once the festival was over. And
I
now
bet
that
just
the
starts
festival's
actively
passed,
like packing his pipe, like.
we can get back to business matters.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind me. Tempest is just over here building a child army that we're not telling anyone about. And yes, Ragdohr says this in his brain so that she don't hear it.
As if the black staff isn't keeping tabs on all four of you.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I'm
And
sure.
or can't read fucking magic user, high power magic user.
Just teleported nonchalantly a whole other person with her into your bar.
And and she knows the fucking Deepwater Black Widow on a personal level. It's fucking great. Oh shit.
Does she have
So
scry
yeah,
as a spell?
I'll look.
that's a
Not
good question.
not prepared not prepared for today, but I can get it ready, yes.
How
Perhaps
does that
we could.
spell work specifically? Like, if I gave you the absolute description of this creature that came to me last night, could you use that to use a scrying spell, or do you have to have contact with that person?
Give me a second. She knows this answer. Cass doesn't. Give me a second to read the scrying spell.
I don't remember how
Ragdohr,
that spell works. That's why I'm asking.
if I'm not mistaken, you need some sort of conduits. You need something that the caster can use to act as a go between yourself and the individual that you're trying to observe. You need something that's special, is a unique, a bond with them. Now, I
Like
don't know about
memories?
your dream that you had, but
Like I
Ferris,
say,
we could
like the
perhaps
memories.
find. If only we had something that was
He
very valuable to Ferris, something treasured to him, something that he enjoyed, something that he poured his soul into, perhaps. And then at that
The
moment,
owlbear.
Gus looks up at the wall and he sees the stuffed head of the owl bear.
now I would like to be clear. The better I know the target and the closer actual personal possession, the better. If you
Like I said,
had
this owl bear head was a valuable treasure to Ferris.
To find Ferris. I'm talking
If
about to find
anything,
the
it definitely
location of
has
a
a strong
monster.
bond between the two of us, or between us and the group.
He commissioned it himself.
That's aside. I could try, but I don't know if that'll work. If it's as powerful as large as you're saying it is, it may not be able to be scryed on.
Well, the other option
The
that
other
we have,
route would be go through Ferris.
the other option we have is we could knock out some side quests and scry on our good friend Clapperclaw and try to figure out where the hell his head might be, or not head, his head. Perhaps.
Gustav, you also have something else of his.
The note? Was there something else besides the note? Or just the note? Yes, just the note. Yes,
Yeah,
we have
you
his.
you have something of his.
We have two things. The
From
ginormous.
Clapper?
No.
No, the
We've moved on.
note from Ferris might
Oh, the note from Ferris, yeah.
would
Also,
help.
I have some of his blood on my sword.
Please do just excuse me sometimes. Gus goes in so many directions at once, he loses me sometimes.
I'm
It's
sorry
like
you
that.
have issue keeping up. Gus is moving quite slow, actually.
It's like that.
He's
Black Staff says nonchalantly.
Okay, so I did just fall and bounce my head off the stairs like half a dozen times, and these fools just watched. So maybe I've got a concussion
Yes,
right now. I
just
don't
watched.
Oh. So he has it. Okay.
know. And she
Okay.
notices now there's probably a knot or a bruise on my forehead from where I fell.
Oh, she's been noticing something.
Do you think Dragonborns just grow facial hair? No.
I was
That doesn't work
trying to. I was trying to figure out where it came from because it does appear to be abnormal. You have no idea what we're talking about, do you, Ragdohr?
Not
And
the
I
clue.
reach up to touch my face.
You reach up and you touch your face. Whereabouts do you touch on your face?
My chin, my lower jaw, down the sides of my snout.
At one point, you feel something different on your face, and as you pull your hand away, there's a little bit of like black soot on your fingers. And at that point, the black staff reaches into a pocket dimension and just pulls out like a large hand mirror, and goes, "You may want to see this." And Ragdohr, would you gentlemen like to re-describe what you did to Ragdohr while he was unconscious?
Looking into the mirror, you see a nice French pencil mustache with a black eye.
French.
That totally, the black eye is supposed to be there.
So the black eye is from the fall, but the mustache was added later.
Sure.
I'm leaving it. Tuck it.
Give me also Ragdohr, as you're admiring this mustache, do give me a perception check.
Oh God. Wait, what else is on my face besides the mustache?
Nothing else is on your face.
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Nothing else is on your
Nothing
face.
else.
Dirty 20. What else is on my face?
Somewhere that you can see in the mirror is just very small the phrase penis. And then you look at your upper arm, and you also notice penis in life size writing.
Oh, it's a small drawing of a penis, and it says actual size.
This is actual size.
I misunderstood. So yes,
Which is fine because canonically Ragdohr can't read, so he doesn't know what it says.
No, Ragdohr can read.
Ragdohr
Look,
goes by
dude.
shapes, okay?
Hey guys, remember the inside jokes are funny when everyone is there for the inside joke. Timmy was actively off camera.
That's right.
Oh God.
Timmy, canonically, Gus doesn't think that you can read.
We have no proof.
How small is that? Gus must have traced it himself.
That sir is
Bonnie.
life size.
You could always ask Bonnie about that.
Drawn to scale.
Drawn together.
Life size, full traced.
That moment you wish you had prestidigitation. I'm gonna get a rag out from behind the bar and start wiping the dicks off my armor and off my body, but I'm leaving the mustache. It can wear off in time.
All right. Well, tomorrow I can. Do we want to rendezvous tomorrow, or did you? How did you phrase that, Gustav? Did you want to side quest?
First, how familiar are you with yakbacks?
I've never heard of them.
Never mind. It's ahead of
Is
your
that
time.
some sort of sailor thing?
They're probably from all the gangrene. It's a fevered
Yes.
dream.
The yakking. Yeah, so if you would have access to scrying, perhaps we can use that to help locate either our good friend Ferris and see exactly what he's up to these days. Or
Give me a location, I'll know exactly what he's up to.
we could figure out where our good friend Clapperclaw's appendage might be.
You also have that dragon at the bottom of the harbor I asked you to speak to.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Our to-do list
And
grows longer by the day.
on a tabletop level, you guys did have a lead for the fireball explosion in the alleyway to a church for the little Tinker Toys. No, this one's not a cult. This one's actually registered as a full religion.
Yeah, it's
Non-profit.
Ferris in the cult.
Yeah, they get the full tax benefits.
Like this one has a deity that isn't frowned upon.
So how about we delegate some things out here? We've got a lot on our plate.
Great idea.
No, not split the party. We'll take care. Help us find Ferris with your scrying. Then once we have Ferris's location, we can figure out if we're going to go talk to this dragon first and then go deal with Ferris, which honestly seems like the easiest way to do it because that's probably just going to be a quick intel grab and go. And then from there, we go deal with Ferris. And we have a little bit of information on the explosion that happened over down the street, and maybe we could pass that off to you talking to the Black Staff and see if you could maybe set that toward the city guard or something like that, or wherever that needs to be.
Yeah, the city guard's already on the investigation. If you have new leads, you should probably speak to the detectives in charge.
All right, we'll deal with that then. So yeah, just
From
find Ferris's location and then go from there. Where we're at right now.
All right,
from
well,
the
I will.
perspective of one magic user to another, because you and I are both what people call magic users.
You just tried to hurt
Volo and the Black Staff give each other a weird look and then glance at you, Gus. Like,
And
Gus is a magic user.
Continue.
Who would teach this bull?
I pick up the spoon that's on the counter and I cast the cantrip of light on it and it illuminates and everyone just goes, ooh, and I go, yes. Yeah. One magic user to the other.
That's too fast to be as sarcastic as I think you want it to be.
Can I cast Mind Sliver on Gus?
Yeah, sure.
Does
That's
a
an
19 hit you?
Oh yeah, 19. Does a 19 hit you, Gus?
Barely.
Barely. Go ahead, roll damage.
I knew you to say. It's not. You won't get hit hard. Don't worry. 4.
4?
Psychic damage.
4 psychic damage. Yeah. Right into your mind. So it definitely gives you a little sting.
Now, did Kleeck intentionally do that, or was that just a
Craven?
Kleeck wanted to do it, but it was it may have been influenced by Craven.
You thought of doing it, and then it happened. Probably you didn't think it would.
Yeah.
Because you're still trying to figure out your new whatever happened with Craven. Okay.
Do I know where that came from?
Give me a second. Mind Sliver is what you just used?
Quick, Ragdohr, get knocked the fuck out. Because I think you
Give me a
forget about
second.
that fucking party trick I can do.
Oh, like you did with the harpy bitch.
You
I've used it on you like multiple
right?
times.
Yeah, Mind Sliver.
Okay,
I can read.
It's,
Or,
not,
go ahead.
it's not an attack roll. He needs to make a saving throw.
Who's he?
Yeah.
Gus?
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, I didn't read it out before.
Gus, so go ahead, Gus. You may not have taken that damage. Give us an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh, intelligence. Oh, that's my.
Do I have anything to help you? I do. Can I use Watcher's Will and?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
No, because I would say you weren't aware this was all happening.
I rolled a 4.
So you do take that damage. But you could go ahead and give me a raw intelligence check.
You just bitch slapping.
That is a 5.
Nope. You take psychic damage and you have no idea where it came from. Maybe the cup didn't work properly and you're a little hungover. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, I like one of the key words in it is disorientating spike of psychic energy. Yeah. So you're disoriented a bit from it. You don't know.
You're not really sure where that came from.
I
Hello.
grab my forehead and I'm just like, fucking duck nose turd knob goblin piece of shit fuck. And I will cast vicious mockery on everybody. No, I'll just be like, Mrs. Peabody, Bloody Marys all around. Hair of the dog, as they say.
Oh, okay. And so she does. She gets some Bloody Marys for y'all.
So, as I was saying before, I succumbed to the. I won a drinking competition yesterday. The city's top drinker. That's me. Anyways, don't mean to brag. I just thought you should know for context. Perhaps you should take my dear friend, my nemesis, Ferris's beloved bugbear. What was it? Was it a bugbear?
Owlbear.
Owlbear stuffed head.
No, that's good.
No,
You said
no,
you
no,
had a
no, no,
note
no, no,
that
no,
he
no, no.
wrote.
Hear me out. He would want you to have it
No, you want me to
temporarily
subscribe with it.
while
You
you
said you have a note that he was in possession of.
Well, the note is very precious to me.
Well, the note would be better than the owlbear head for the scrying spell. One spellcaster to another.
Take them both. So I'm gonna let her borrow the letter, the note. And what I'm doing with that is essentially because I think he has to fail a saving throw.
Yes, he has to make a saving throw, and with the spell, with the note, he gets a -4.
So if she has it, like if we give her a couple of days, like she can cast that spell multiple times, and like law of numbers, like he's eventually gonna fucking fail. So
Exactly.
let's let her take that and give her a couple of days, and while
she did say she'd have to wait till tomorrow because she didn't prepare scrying today.
Yeah, exactly.
She
so
wasn't
we can
aware she needed sixth level
fifth level.
divination.
I think it's 5th level. It might
sixth.
be.
It's up there. It's
nothing that we have access to. Like nowhere near.
No, you guys do not have access to it. She does, but she would need some time to get it up, get it prepared, and then do the checks.
So if we give her a couple of days to do that, we can go off and try to knock out some of the other things on the list, such as the dragon or
Mrs. Peabody goes, I have a couple of connections. If you would like, I can check to see if any of my old friends might have any idea about what Ragdohr saw.
Miss Peabody, I have a question for you.
I may have an answer for you.
In a fight, what would you choose? A blade or a bow?
Well, a blade, considering, and she'll snap her fingers, and she will make sure it's completely solid. But you guys see, like, a photo negative imprint of Mrs. Peabody appear beside her.
I knew she was a badass, and I'm gonna get up and just go get a drink of fucking something.
Well, my Echo and I work better if we're holding a weapon that is melee focused.
I love this woman. She's awesome.
And at that point, the black staff will lean back and go, "You know, Penelope, you can stop showing off. We know you're strong."
Definitely know she's strong.
I once saw her carry in an entire cask of ale by herself, up a whole flight of stairs. She's a very stout young woman.
I mean, Kleeck's a little curious. He's how would you know that about Penelope? To the black staff.
Oh, we used to travel together.
That's so.
Oh, yes, we're when we were younger, the two of us and a couple of other friends weren't. We were adventurers of our own persuasions.
Let me guess. Were you called the Ya Hood Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
No.
Just that's good because
No,
that's our name. Our group's name is the
No,
Ya
no, it's
Ya.
not.
No, it's
No.
not.
It's not.
No.
Gustav, shut
No,
the fuck up.
It's
Savra wouldn't have gone for that. We did settle on Spice Girls, though. We did go by the Spice Girls.
Also a good name.
But I assume, Penelope, you were talking about Blossom, because Blossom and Savra will probably have information. Yeah, and I haven't actually talked to them in a while. Be good to catch up.
I mean,
everybody's got
Dad will
something to
save
do
me a
now.
trip. I need you to speak to her on her son.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you guys have already met Blossom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Savra was in here on opening night. She was speaking with that Gwenny. Wow, you've already met the entire group. That's interesting.
A little world we live in.
A small world, or fate is telling us all that the Spice Girls might need to come out of retirement.
Long
Yes.
overdue.
Just with you two here, I can only imagine what the other two would be like in freaking combat. So if it gets to that, holy shit. But I hope it doesn't.
The Black Staff will lean forward and go, Ragdohr, just to put things in perspective, if Savra were to smite, her nonchalant one would probably look like you trying too hard.
Jesus Christ.
I need a demonstration, and you can use either Ragdohr or Gustav.
We can use Gustav, and she can use my Morning Star. Just because I want to see if it can handle the power.
I. No, I'm sure Gustav can choose whether or not he heard that conversation.
I'm already down.
He just keeps
4
rolling
hit
random
points.
perception checks. And they've
Go
all been
back.
like 10s.
Just fucking roll my or eat my lucky charms.
Okay.
He's sitting there with my bowl of marshmallows eating. So yeah, he can.
My bowl of marshmallows. You just happen to get unlucky and not get any charms.
The dumbest. We have the dumbest runners for our sessions. I love it.
So which one do you guys want to try? The church or the golden dragon?
I'd say we do the dragon first.
Yeah.
Just because that's just an information grab. We're just gonna go in there, introduce ourselves,
And fight the dragon.
Before we go in there, Gus, do you know
We've
how
also
to
been
speak Draconic?
asking the Black Staff for a lot of help, and like this is their request, so I feel like we kind of.
Yeah, the dragon was her request specifically, so we need to knock this out for her because she does a lot for us.
Yeah, she's been helping out quite big time, so we definitely need to play our part for her.
But before we go down there, Gus,
tabletop conversation that you guys devolve into halfway, like you just like stop character, keep the conversation going, and slide back into character like nothing happened.
We randomly go back into character like at points. Yeah.
The funny part is, it's like having inner thoughts.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's just to watch from my angle because I'm like 5 conversations just happened and I did nothing for 20 minutes and
Right.
they're having fun.
It's like having an inner monologue and then be like, oh yeah, I need to speak now.
Right.
Yeah. So Gus, my question to Gus: before we go talk to this dragon, can you speak Draconic?
Yes. Yes, I can definitely speak Draconic. I
Thank
know
you. That is,
without a doubt that or is it Goblin?
No,
I either speak
Goblin.
Draconic
There's a
or
big
Goblin.
difference.
You anyone who
Hold
wants
on,
to
hold
make a
on.
history
Let me
check.
try to remember some.
No,
Is
that's
that?
definitely Goblin.
I don't know. I think that might have.
a 15.
Gustav, make a history check.
The 15 for this.
Okay, Tempest, you know what I'm about to remind people of. I'm sure Lewis, you know what I'm about to remind people of.
I
What?
don't
That we
need to
have
be
some very
reminded of it. I
valuable
just don't want
scrolls.
him insulting one in their native tongue.
So I do not. I rolled a 6, so I don't remember that we have scrolls of comprehend languages.
Okay, you have at
But-
least you have I think you have 2 left.
Yeah, I think there's 2.
In the party, you guys have two scrolls of comprehend language left.
And we have some
Yeah,
water
and-
breathing stuff too, right? For the
Yeah, we've got
water breathing potions.
5.
for
We've
the
got
black
5
staff.
breathing potions. Gus has 1, Kleeck has 1, Tempest has 1, and I have 2. Because I got Gwenny's when she fucking got smited into oblivion.
She got teleported to a different
bamfed.
quest line.
She
It
Tempest
looked
doesn't
like
have
she got
any.
smited to me.
I think
Oh, you
Gustav
don't? I
has
thought-
Tempest. Hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna breathe in Tempest because he's literally made of air. So I'm just gonna
Tempest
cup
hasn't breathed like this whole time he's been with you guys.
I'm just gonna keep cupping
Are
Tempest.
you shaping of watering Tempest?
I don't know. I didn't see that.
Don't. Do yourself a favor and just don't.
Okay.
It was Oscar bait, is what it was, and it was
No.
not good Oscar bait.
So I'm pretty confident I speak Draconic, and I would be more than happy to converse with this dragon of the seas.
Gustav, hand over the scroll.
You can have the scroll because we won't need it.
Thank you.
Like I said, I can speak Draconic.
Let
me try.
That's fine that you can speak it.
I just said good morning.
As a
How are
person who
you?
also speaks Goblin.
So now I'm torn, Tempest, because
Sorry about
I'm
that, Gus.
pretty sure Gus thinks that the goblin thinks he can speak Draconic, but it's actually Goblin. And I don't know if I want to watch this play out or not.
That's why I'm here. I don't know if you've remembered the whole interaction with the Black Staff or any other, important person that we've talked to, where Gustav gets me the fuck out of, and then I have to talk.
I am actually impressed. I don't think I mentioned before because the Black Staff is still here. I
love that she hangs out.
Right,
She was gonna finish her drink at breakfast, like
she's hanging out.
No, she's here now. Yeah.
Tempest actively knows she's here, but this is like a, hey guys, here's a history lesson. Like, do you not remember this?
I
Sipping
just
back
want
on
to
the Bloody
point out
Mary.
that I'm surprised that Gustav came back with all of his limbs when you guys met Helm.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
He's usually not as reserved as that. I'm surprised.
He wasn't.
Who, Helm or myself?
You. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
You. No, I had to carry your ass halfway down the mountain.
And that's
Oh,
only
so
because
you
my
did get knocked unconscious.
Yes.
Well,
That's where I had to step in.
what you don't know, and I apologize because it sounds like this Helm fella may have been your friend, but my friends put the ass beating of a lifetime on that poor old fool after he sucker punched me. Because I wasn't about to hit an old man, but he laid one out. He got a good one. I'll be honest, I was smarting for the next day, but my friends took care of him. He will not soon forget the sisterhood of
That's
the
right,
Yaya traveling pants.
Fucked up.
Once again, guys, no.
You got me fucked up if you think that's what we're calling ourselves. I will call us Tempest and the Traveling Dingle Hoppers before I call us the whatever you just said.
Multiple shake the material plane briefly as you bring up Tempest and the Dingle Hoppers as a party name.
I think that's a sign.
Yes, you get your passive insight, Mr. Paladin, gets the vibe that multiple gods in the hierarchy will smite the material plane if that is the name.
Am I combining two different movies?
Does anyone else in the party or in the room feel this information from the gods?
Yes.
I am. The divine secrets
My
of
insight's
the
bigger
Yaya
than yours.
sisterhood is not the same as the traveling pants.
No, Sister of the Traveling Pants and the Divine Secrets of you are combining two separate things.
That was the same movie. That's why it didn't sound right every time I said it. Oh man.
I was like, I don't know what the Divine Yaya is. I know what the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants is, and it is not you guys.
The Yaya traveling divine pants
Dingle
sisterhood.
Hopper.
Word to the fucking gods.
The guns are coming. You just have to choose the right plot line.
Oh. Bahamut's gonna knock the shit out of me one day for hanging out with this group.
Tempest actively looks up and just says, "Do it."
Do it. Valdrin, Tempest, your Valdrin is showing. All right, so I will focus on finding Ferris.
Ferris, yes.
Penelope will talk to the rest of the Spice Girls, see if we can get any information on weird extra-dimensional tentacle beings.
Hentai, yes.
Question on that: the two other members, did they have any abilities to help with that? To sense a celestial being or extraplanar beings?
Seeing as one can fucking.
Javra is the head paladin of Waterdeep now. So, yes.
Okay.
You've
You wouldn't
actually
happen
met
to know her oath, would you?
You have met her. She's the one that was trying to recruit Gwenny that you spoke to, Ragdohr.
Oh, okay. She's the hot paladin chick. Because we didn't learn her name at that day, I think.
Mrs. Peabody and Blackstaff make eye contact and go, say that to her face. Make sure we're there, but say that to her face.
Or hear she out. You can invite her here and then tell her he said it.
What? Did I said she was an attractive paladin? Okay, fine. Tell her I said she was attractive. It's not like I'm trying to take her out on a date.
No, Ragdohr. You need to tell her exactly what you think about her looks, because you see, I used to work construction, and I learned that every time a woman walked by, we all had to stop what we were doing to tell that woman exactly what we thought of her appearance, and they loved it. So
they loved it just as much as Gustav is going to love this. And the Blackstaff snaps her fingers.
I was gonna say Tempest's gonna look at the blacksmith like, do it.
Don't kill him.
Uh,
Please, we need him.
That's a 29 to hit.
Damn it.
He's nuts.
Do you want her to hit you in these nuts? Because I can increase the damage.
She's got a plus 9 to hit.
You take. Ooh. She would. Okay. 24 points of fire damage as her firebolt cantrip hits you square in the chest.
Oh, damn.
I am at -1 because of some psychic damage that I got earlier. For 4 damage.
You're down.
I'm down. I'm at -1. Fucking Kleeck.
Okay. As
So,
before Ragnar she goes, don't worry, I got it. And she takes a ring she's wearing on her finger and she'll twist it. And it'll begin to glow and she'll wave her hand. And Gustav, before you even make a death save, you do heal. Ooh. Actually she rolled well on that too. That's math. Math is hard right now. You do get 23 points of healing back as she burns a cure wounds in a ring of spell storing she has.
Does that look familiar? I think that looks familiar from Heimdall's fucking cave.
Also, that is Gustav, did you enjoy that sensation and any of that experience?
I'll be honest, I just blacked out for a minute. I don't really know what just happened. If I had to put a number on my health overall, I would say it was about 23 and then went down below 0, but now I feel exactly the same as I did prior to that feeling. Mrs. Peabody, what have you been mixing in these drinks? And why does it smell like sulfur?
Ragdoor's just laughing out loud at this point.
This is
trying to hide
it.
In Infernal. Because you keep making stupid fucking decisions.
I don't speak that dialect of dragon.
Tempest, nonchalantly, the black staff goes, oh, but it's so much fun. Also in Perfect Infernal.
Oh, no, it's fucking hilarious to me, and that's exactly what happened in the fucking cave.
He only punched once.
You have any idea what they're saying, guys?
I don't speak that dialect of dragon.
It's not draconic. I don't know what that is.
This is why I let him talk first, and then it gets out of the way, and then I can speak.
No, you guys have a good system. You have a good system. Volo is just kind of quietly observing all of this, and just is like, "Oh, okay."
He breaks the ice pretty well.
Yeah, sometimes the ice breaks him, but that's fine.
Shut up.
All of that was incomplete Infernal, and only those two people understood it. Alright, so Volo and I will work on scrying for Ferris. Penelope's going to talk to the girls, see if we can get any more information on weird higher plane destructions. And you guys are heading to the harbor?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Yes,
right.
if I'm not mistaken, we have parked the car at Harvard Yard.
Cast Shield of Faith on Gus. Gus, you now have a +2. You get +2 to your AC.
Thank God.
Are you actively burning that?
Yeah, right now, yeah. Because I never use it anyway, and Gus needs it with her around
Are
because
you
she might try to
actively
kill him
burning
again.
the spell slot before side questing? Because you're
No, I'm
about
going to
to
cast it ritualistically.
Can you?
I don't think I actually can. No, I think I can't. I don't think I can. If I
you
can't,
start
then I
casting
won't.
it, if you start casting it, Gus is gonna stop you. I'm like, no.
Let it happen.
We'll see you all in a bit. Probably rendezvous when. Well, you know where to find me when you get done with the dragon. And as soon as I have any information, I will send. I need. She'll look at you, Tempest, and go, I know you'll be responsible. And she tosses you. She tosses you something that you catch very easily. She goes, if anything drastic comes up that'll be faster than Cassius, 25 words is the limit. And she'll grab Volo on the shoulder, snap her fingers, and they're gone. But
Still
you
need to
do
learn how to do that.
You do have a sending stone to the black staff.
25 words.
Got that yak back, bro.
Because
Gus gets a hold of that, she's going to kill you.
If Gus gets a hold of it, she's going to assume. She's going to assume something happened to Tempest, and Tempest is dead. She will. She will jump to worst case scenario if Gustav starts messaging her on the sending stone.
Right.
You up?
Dude, we could use that. We could use that if we get in a pinch.
She said this faster than Cassius is something. If shit hits the fan, you need to be faster than Cassius can show up. Cassius did at some point show back up and is with you guys throughout that. But
I don't care what anybody says. Cassius is our MVP. I don't care what anybody says.
Cassius MVP.
I think with the amount of walking I still need to do tonight before I can relax, I think we'll call it there for the night.
Get to go see a dragon next week or the week after next.
I gotta brush up on my draconic.
Head out to the harbor next session
to meet a
you
young
can
bronze
get
dragon.
information on the dragon and maybe make a new friend, maybe get into a
I hope
fight.
so.
We'll see.